ambition is the great fire. It's the liberator of the unconscious person, you know? It's like the first requirement of all action.
I have no fear. I have only ambition, and I want mine, and I will do anything to protect and feed my family.
Yo, yo, yo.
Yo, what's going down?
What's up? Welcome to Your Ambition. How you feeling this evening?
Man, I'm feeling pretty good. But how about yourself, bro?
Man, I'm good. Definitely been looking forward to being able to talk to you. But first, let the people know who we got on the line this evening.
Okay, man, look. It's your boy, Trabolo, the great. To shorten that up, Trey Bolo, even shorter Bolo. I go by many names, shapes, and forms, but you know what I'm saying? Trey Bolo is the name, you know what I mean? So I had to break that down for him real quick. That's who everybody listening to right now as we speak. Shout out Dreammakers Empire, The Ambition. Shout out to MD. All that good shit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, most definitely.
Thank you. So we're gonna get right into the interview and everything like that. Let the people know where you from. Where you from?
Okay, so congratulations. You know, this is your first interview for Birmingham, Alabama, a resident of, born and raised for like the first 17 years of my life, you know what I'm saying? So I've seen a lot of crazy shit, a lot of crazy things. Birmingham, Alabama consists of like 4 sides, north, south, east, west. Depending on where you're from, is kind of your mannerisms, you know, your slang and how you handle your situations and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So usually the people on the east and the west side be beefing north, south. Really not as much as the east and the west, but you know, Birmingham is a beautiful place nonetheless. And you know what I'm saying? You got, you know, cause and then just to backtrack a little bit more, Birmingham is a city. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people think we probably got like horses and fucking, you know, cows and shit running everywhere. You know what I mean? But it's an actual places there with cities and buildings. You know what I mean? Just like everywhere else. So you know, it's a little bit slower in a lot of places. You know what I mean? So, but we still, you know what I mean, is able to get shit done in the sense of, you know, we just adapt to the now, you know, even if the principles of the government or you know, whatever they try to put on us, we still try to, you know what I mean, just prevail and avail from that shit, you know what I mean?
Right. I got you. All right, that's what's up. Because a lot of people, you know, they think of Birmingham, especially overseas, they think of Martin Luther King, they think about where he marched at and everything like that. They think about, you know, pretty much they think about in the history books, so to speak, not necessarily to what the now is. So we want to be able to bring the people up to speed just in case they don't know about the now. We about to show them what it is about. You see what I'm saying? So
exactly.
if you could describe Birmingham, Alabama in like one good sentence, what would you say?
I would say Birmingham, Alabama, a city where you should watch yourself, because it's just it's I say that to say if you go down there and you want to come up with a business, you're a business owner, you're gonna have to watch yourself. You go down there, you do music, you're gonna have to watch yourself. You know what I mean? Anything that you're really doing in Birmingham is a higher risk of you doing it than if you were somewhere else usually. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Just, you know, that's just the way it is there. But it's like if you come from that, then it looks amazing to a lot of people that know about Birmingham and shit, you know what I mean? Right. A lot of the hate that goes on in Birmingham. See, okay, and then let's go back to the history that you was talking about, right? Right. Yeah, that shit still is there now, but now it's the now. Now it's modern. Now it's everything is fucked up in the modern times of now. So it's not like it's went anywhere. It's just that it's transformed. You know what I'm saying? So that ain't leave nowhere. So you got that against us. You got us against us, you know what I'm saying? And then you got just, I mean, it's a lot of shit, but it's a beautiful thing if you come out of it, you know what I'm saying? And I'm saying a lot of ugly shit about Birmingham, but honestly, it's a city where you should watch yourself because it'll teach you a lot of lessons. And, you know, we do got history there, so you do want to go there, you know what I mean? Right. You want to go downtown and not to the hood if you're not from there, but you want to go and get to the, you know what I'm saying? You want to go and get to, because if you're not from there, people will know that, you know what I'm saying? And they'll take advantage of that.
Right, so let me interject for 1 second. Just let me interject for 1 second. When you say watch yourself, the meaning what? Be more specific.
Watching yourself, like, okay, so if you got out of the car and you were at the gas station, you know, you might want to watch yourself. The person that's asking for change might be distracting you because somebody might be trying to get in your shit or something. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Or you should watch yourself. Like I said, if you're like opening up a business or something, somebody might try to sabotage this shit. Or if you are just coming down there and you want to live and you want to grow, you know what I mean? Maybe you should go to a small town. Birmingham is for who are taking a step to get out, you know what I mean, of this. Like Birmingham is a stepping stone city.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You will want to go there, get your money, and then go elsewhere to maybe do something else, you know?
Okay.
And that's just me personally, you know, with the traveling in me, but I do see Birmingham, because I grew up there, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I see Birmingham as more so now of a place where you can get your money for about a year or two, and you can go somewhere else.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, and it's a lot of cities like that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's some cities that's good for you maybe to live there, but maybe like when you get old or some shit, but you know what I'm saying? Birmingham, it's like that. Birmingham is for the young kids, it's for the young folks, and they're going crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? They're going crazy. You know what I mean? You ever watch First 48?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. Like, so we on there. You know what I mean? A lot. So it'll be like I don't even like watching it. I don't even watch it no more. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it just be like I can't even. So I want people to feel more comfortable about it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm not trying to bring negative light into Birmingham, but I really do want to say you should watch yourself.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, you know, just be careful, like, how you move down there. All I'm saying is there's a lot of snakes down there. People that act like your friends and stuff.
Right.
And they'll set you up and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And it looks good.
I got a question too, really quick.
You know, females and males alike. So it really wouldn't matter at all. You know, just watch yourself, you know, from whatever you're doing, man. That's what I mean by that. So I hope I broke that shit down for people who don't know about Birmingham, Alabama. You know, for the people who don't know, if you don't know, you need to watch yourself if you go down there. And if you're not green and shit, then you'll be okay, really. You know what I mean? If you're not green to nothing, and being green to something, you know what I mean, is being new to some shit. So if you're not new to a lot of shit, you'll be good down there, really. And if you is, don't go down there.
Right. So I got a question too. Now when you're saying about the watch yourself and you're the snakes, is it a cultural thing? You would think, is it black on black? Is it Spanish on black, watch yourself, or just watch yourself, period?
Okay, so we break this down, right?
Okay,
so Birmingham, Alabama has history, right?
Okay.
Birmingham, Alabama has the modern times, so okay, we're gonna mix those two together. You still have the whites that don't like the blacks down there, right? Okay, and you also have the blacks that don't like the whites, if you get what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm just trying to categorize it for you, you see what I'm saying? And also you have the blacks that don't like the blacks. Now, you got other cultures coming in as well, influencing it nowadays, you know what I'm saying? Because now you got the Mexicans coming in, you know what I mean, the Dominicans and Hondurans and shit coming in too, as a lot of people don't know about. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
So you got those people coming in and shit like that too. So, but really, it's all about, it's like kind of like drugs, kind of running it. You know what I mean? But if you look at it in a different way, like it's about where you are. So they only doing what they know from where they are, because Alabama isn't far from Mexico, is what I'm saying. So a lot of that shit, I was saying, it ain't a surprise. You know, people that come from the islands and shit like that, they in Birmingham now. So it is a bit of it. It is a bit of like an exotic city. It's turning into a melting pot. You know what I'm saying? But yes, it is a cultural thing. You know what I'm saying? If we're talking about people being raised to be fake, you know, to be two-faced. You have some people who are raised on that, you know, and they might not even know that they're raised on it. They might just see that as a child, teenager, preteen, a teenager, in this element that they're living in, you know what I'm saying? And it just registers to them that that's the regular actions of a human being. So they're going to do that, not knowing that that's some fake shit. So sometimes you can't blame the person for the upbringing, you know what I mean?
Right.
But then again, you got people who knowingly aren't, you know what I'm saying, being loyal. You know what I mean? So it's just those factors that come into it, Birmingham. And then, like I said, different nationalities that come into it. You can't trust everybody. So, you know what I mean? It gets kind of crazy down there.
Right.
It just get kind of crazy down there. But like I said, man, this is a historic place. It's turned into a melting pot. You know what I mean? From what I know and the people that I interact with. You know what I mean? When I be back and forth in Birmingham, Alabama. You know what I'm saying? So it's just about like you got, like I said, you just got to watch yourself, because if you don't, everything gonna go to shit. You know what I mean? You can eat out there. You can eat out there. If you meet the right people, you make the right moves, you can eat out there. First the money, then the power, you know what I mean? So, you know, if you follow those steps in anything that you do in life, really, but if you follow those steps down there, you will get a lot more respect.
Okay. And I gotta ask you this too. I gotta ask you, since we talked about that side, which is, I wouldn't say it's a negative side, but it's just a truthful side, right? So the thing is like, if you look on the other spectrum, besides the history of Martin Luther King, that's been a while ago, what are some of the good parts of Birmingham that you can kind of like tell the people that they can enjoy if they came to visit?
I can say that, like when you be rolling through the hood and stuff like that,
right?
Even when you rolling in nice places, you know what I mean? I just don't want to make it like the hood, you know, because I've been to the nice places. I know people with money and stuff like that from Birmingham. What I'm saying is like, you know, what I'm saying is like, when you rolling through the hood and you see like certain events going on,
right?
You see certain events going on with the kids and everything like that, it starts to make you realize that people are trying to do something. You know what I'm saying? People are actually moving and trying to do something and trying to make a change.
Right.
You know, and it'll be the Black, white, and Asian people working together, Chinese working together, just different groups, entities, ethnicities, stuff like that. Different businesses collabing with each other in order to get something done and get a message across. You know, it'll be churches or different organizations, charitable events, stuff like that that'll make me, you know, barbecues and stuff like that.
Right.
Free, you know, people, it's a pantry right next to, you know what I'm saying, in certain places I'm talking about that come to mind. Gate City is a pantry right across, you know what I'm saying, from the project, so they give food away to people. You know what I mean? It'd be like little stuff like that you can kind of cope with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
and that'll probably make people want to stay there too, because they say like, okay, we see a change going, so I don't want to leave now. I grew up here all my life, so maybe the change will get better, so people may want to stay longer than what they should be.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Maybe once people like start to, start to realize that there are some people who do want to change something, then it won't be as bad of a watch yourself. It'll be more so, you know, just come here and you'll be able to be a tourist. You know what I mean? Because in all honesty, if you start to bring tourists in Birmingham, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it'll be cool right now. You might want to try to regulate some shit first. You know what I mean? There should be a lot more policing around and stuff like that before you start bringing people who don't know about Birmingham around.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that'll be my point. And I would want to change that, you know what I'm saying, that outlook. You know what I mean? Some people think of us as a country town. Some people of us who live closer, like Atlanta and stuff like that, they probably think of us as, you know, people we all broke. So people from different areas think about Birmingham differently. We need to have a centralized, attractive statement about Birmingham, and that's all I want to do. You know what I mean? It's just kind of centralize it and make sure that everybody knows that Birmingham is this. You know what I mean? Okay. Yeah, we have problems, but you know we have things that try to cope with those problems. Right, we do have problems. You know what I'm saying? Right. And it's just a city where I feel like it really needs to change. The politics of it is fucked up. You know what I mean? The government stealing money. They say one thing, they do another. You know, there's politicians and stuff like that. You know, I don't want to get too deep into that, but I just know that I don't believe in any politics or anything like that. So I don't side with Democrats or Independents or Republicans or nothing. You know what I mean? Right. I'm just say fuck them all. You know, so you know that is so it is right for real. Right. You know, surprisingly they're doing it. It's just a matter of that. It's my city and it affects me and my people. You know what I mean? Right. So it does hit close to home, literally. Right, you know what I'm saying? It's our tax dollars. You know what I'm saying? I just feel the type of way about certain things that I hear in the news that's confirmed. The streets is not getting fixed because you can see the street. Right. It's just certain shit like that. You know what I mean? But then, like I said, you do have certain events going on. People giving out food. People giving out clothes. You know what I'm saying? People throwing free concerts. You know what I mean? You know, free. You know, the houses that you blowing for the kids. Right. Stuff like that. Right. That type of shit going on. So, you know, it's a give and take, a yin yang type of thing. Right. More of a yin than a yang, or whichever one is the bad. But it is getting to the point where people need to start noticing.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
And I appreciate you even giving me the time to shed light on Birmingham. You know what I'm saying? To notice someone from there, a native. I'm a native of that. You know what I'm saying? I was born at UAB. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's why I said, it's important. It's really important because like people have a lot of not really knowing about certain things. Like if we look at us. So when we're in the arts, the next generation is going to be looking at us, and the next generation is going to be looking at us as far as like a symbol of hope, probably, or of inspiration. The same way we looked at some of our artists that we like. So it's important and stuff to be able to talk about it because sometimes just because what you said right there, like some people probably in the city don't even know that's going on. Right, you know what I'm saying? They be like, man, like they doing.
Right. And you know why though? It's because they don't move. You know what I'm saying? It's because they don't move. People are so stagnant and stationary. They don't move in my fucking city, man. And I hate that shit. And it creates a division because you're not moving, so it creates a division. Like, this is my shit. Now this is your shit. Now this your shit over there. You ain't moving over there. So now if I even come over there, now you finna, you know what I mean?
Right.
It just be a whole bunch of bullshit, man.
Right,
you know, in the streets, niggas are dying over the streets they don't even own. You know what I'm saying? So it don't. I don't even get it. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I got you. So let's get back. So we have an idea of what the city is. Now we're going to get to you individual. Like what neighborhood in Birmingham? What neighborhood? Okay, we're going to say, typically you come off the porch maybe 7 to 8 years old, probably around like that. About you probably be a good almost decade before you can go to the store by yourself. Shit like that.
Man, I got some. Listen, I don't mean to cut you off. I don't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
I was going to the store and I was like 2 or 3.
Ooh, okay. So let's start around that time. Let's start like what neighborhood did you grow up in, or did y'all have like neighborhood names, or was it section off and people are known? Because like in certain neighborhoods you known by that, like you live in that neighborhood.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Well, I remember when I was young. I remember when I was young, all right? I'm going to start off when I was young, right? When I was like the age of 2, I got kidnapped by an old white dude, bro.
What?
At a bank. Swear to God, you can look it up. You can search this shit. Right? God, you can search this shit. I almost got kidnapped. Like, he had a knife to me and everything. I think he put me in the back seat. I thought I got put in the trunk, but I put in the back seat. So I got kidnapped when I was 2, right? But I came from the east side of Birmingham. You know what I'm saying? East side of Birmingham, Alabama. I grew up, you know what I'm saying, in a home. We went to church. I fell asleep in the church. I got my ass whooped for sleeping in church, that type of deal. I was a kind of a bad kid. I kind of had a bad mouth. I good grades, bad mouth type deal. Okay. So I always was doing that. The East Side influenced me in the sense of like I still throw the sign up and everything every now and again when I'm at parties and shit. Like, or if I'm out or something like that, I could be in fucking North Dakota and I throw East Side Birmingham. You know what I'm saying? Like I just. It made me into who I am today, like to handle things today, to talk to people today, to females, to handle different people in positions, to handle money. You know what I mean? How to not get played, how to play people if I wanted to, or how to get what I needed in order to go further. You know what I'm saying? Like take charge. You know what I'm saying? Not be scared to say shit or nothing like that. So. It taught me how to fight. You know what I mean? Taught me how to fight. Like that particular place taught me damn near everything I needed to know to get ready for life. It was like one of the greatest starter kits I could have ever got in my life from Birmingham, Alabama. You know what I mean? Even with all the shit I said earlier, all those things come into my passion and everything that I do now. You know what I'm saying? Into everything that I do now. So, and that's what I talk about all the time, and people don't, really understand or wonder why. Like I was one of the guys. Too, who was in the background getting money, fucking with the little females and stuff like that. So I never really was a shooter, but if I needed a gun, it was so many around me. It was like, that's what I'm influenced by. So I'm not really scared of guns. I'm not really surprised by anything that goes, you know what I'm saying? The only thing I felt like I ain't did was go overseas, and that's what I want to do next. Everything else I felt like Birmingham taught me about. Fucking Cincinnati, it taught me about, you know what I'm saying? Like every city that's, like Chicago, you got me ready for whatever city I go to. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever city I feel like I need to go to. And I'll be okay.
So it's like a training ground.
Birmingham was a prep. You know what I mean? For every other city that's supposedly supposed to be this and that, not saying that Birmingham is the worst, but I'm saying it do get you ready for a lot of shit a lot quicker. You know what I mean? Than a lot of other cities do.
Right. Now I got a question.
A lot of people don't know either. You know what I mean? A lot of people are mature there. You know, the people who come out with their right mind and not crazy, shit off drugs and doing all that, in their right mind.
Right.
You're doing pretty okay.
And I got a question I want to ask you about the kidnapping situation. Was it a racial thing? A white guy?
Like, yes, sir. Bro. Okay, so look, I swear to God, whenever we get done with this interview, you can Google this shit.
Okay.
My name, you know what I'm saying? TRAVONMCGAUGHY, right?
Okay.
You can Google my name, right? Motherfucker, it will pop up. Trayvon McCoy kidnapping. It's gonna say at 2. And it's going to show you all the reports and everything that happened. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I couldn't believe it. I looked myself up one day and I saw it and I tripped myself and I said, I forgot I got kidnapped. For real. Now, in a situation of what was it about? Man, I have no fucking idea. I don't know. You know, back in the day, a lot of shit was going on, and I was living here. You know what I'm saying? I was living in Birmingham. I was living down south. Is my point. Right. You know what I mean? And with all the history shit I'm talking about, I was 2 years old, bro.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Like the 90s.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That was 94. You know what I mean? I just told my age, but that was 94. You feel me? So when I got kidnapped, nigga, I was 2 years old. There was probably some whole other shit going on. You know, my dad was in some shit back then. I don't really want to say too much now. Right. So it's like, boom, I don't know. I be trying to add that shit up all the time, bro. Oh, that's white dude, bro. Yeah. Tried to get me, bro. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Tried to get me, bro. You can look it up. Right-handed guys, you can look it up, bro. But yeah, man, I always hear about this story about myself, man. You know, and it make me think like, what if I would have died, or what if I would have been like one of the case stories, like I would have been, you know, long down the line. They would have looked me up, like this just randomly happened in Birmingham. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, I would have been like a story instead of talking to you down the interview. Right. You know what I mean? So I'm always thinking like that, man. I'm always thinking like that. And more shit has happened in my life too in Birmingham that taught me to be careful. You know what I'm saying? To watch yourself.
Right. So Birmingham was probably so you looking at Birmingham being
a lot of shit.
Yeah. So you saying Birmingham is pretty much being like how you said, the prep school, the training ground. Like, you know how people say, like, you survive in New York, you survive anywhere type of shit. So you like
that is exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Right, that is exactly my point. That is exactly my point. I'm gonna just bounce around with my age. Fast forward, right? 25. Okay, I almost died 3 times in like 2 months, bro. In Birmingham. So it was like, and it was like I was about to turn 25. Right. So it's like I wasn't gonna make it to 25. You know how they be saying we ain't gonna make it. I was almost that, and I made it. So I don't want to talk about the situation. What I'm saying is like, bro, when I'm telling you, when I'm talking to you, I'm telling you this shit is serious, man. You gotta watch yourself, even if you're from there. Right. You know what I mean? Even if you're from there, man, shit ain't sweet. You know what I mean? Shit ain't sweet. Motherfucker got my fam. I done knew him for a minute. It's people I done knew this, like my brother. Got my family. You know what I'm saying? Not my family, but he got my family, and it's like, what am I supposed to do now? Right. So it's like, there's so many situations that run in my head when I go to Birmingham. It's like, I do want to be here, but I'm almost on some shit like I ain't trying to be in there. You know what I'm saying? R.P. Nipsey, he was in there. He was trying to be real as hell. I ain't trying to be that though, because I just seen what happened to him. Yeah, right. I just seen what happened to him. So R.P. him. And I really wish they just would have just caught the realness of the wave and just would have ride the wave with them instead of trying to kill it off. You know what I'm saying? And really, they made it bigger. But because I'm talking about it in the interview for me. Right. What I'm saying is, bro, I ain't trying to end up like that, so I can push that shit forward, push that type of shit forward. Right. That's the example. The Trey Bolo example, the Trey Bolo legacy, the Bolo legacy. Right. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of plans for what I'm doing, but right now I'm just saying, like, people need to know about this certain thing, at this certain time, right now, what's going on right now. You feel what I'm saying? Right. So
this is what I want to ask you to. So you in the east end of east side of Birmingham, right? And you know, you got the environment, and then you have, how is the household with your parents? How do they influence you to survive? Do they teach you things to survive in the environment, or you have to learn on your own?
Okay, so boom, right? I guess you just hit a nerve, right? A little. Okay. So boom, I'm gonna say I grew up in a home. It was okay. It's pretty rough. It was okay. Like like I said, I got kidnapped at 2. I don't know what the fuck was going on there, right?
Right.
So right around the time when my other sister was born, I was 5, 6, right?
Right.
Mom started drinking real bad and shit. So she was an alcoholic. I had to deal with that for like 10 years. You know what I'm saying? 11 years, maybe a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying? But so the household was kind of rough. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Kind of rough. You know what I mean? My dad, you know, had traumatic experiences in his life.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? My mom had traumatic experiences in her life. And it was like, that kind of added fuel to the fire, to the household. So, you know, you'll catch me sometimes 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, changing Pampers and diapers and shit. They arguing, doing whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
but
okay.
But like I said, bro, everything prepped me for what I wanted to be. You know what I mean? So I felt like all of that shit that was going on, her going to rehab for 6 months, you know what I mean, and not being there, me living with my dad, you know, got us a closer relationship. There's certain shit that went on in my life for it to happen in order for it to get it where it is now. So the household was pretty rough. You know, but, you know, family always came over, cousins always came over, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
People came over. It wasn't like that. It was just like, when it was just the immediate family, just me, my 2 sisters, my mom and my dad, they would argue. And then, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers just have to blank it out or something, you know what I mean, for a while. But that's the type of environment I grew up in. So I feel like that the content that I have is like kind of pure, you know what I mean? I'm just giving it to the people as is, you know what I mean? As much as possible, you know what I mean? You know, and it's fresh, it's new. Because like you said, Birmingham's not a big market. Like, who's that one guy? YNR something?
Namir? YN damn, I know. It's like Namir or something, Namir or something like that.
Namir, right? So him, he's not from where I'm from.
Right.
I don't know what he's portraying. You know what I'm saying? I hope he does the best for what he's doing, though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't never heard, because that's where I'm from. Where I'm from, it's certain pipe. It's like a information pipe. If you know what that means of certain shit that gets around, you know how they say the street talk or whatever. It's just certain information pipelines they hit that'll let you know a motherfucker is who they say they is. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I ain't heard no info from the pipeline. You know what I'm saying? About nothing. But I might not be connected to the same pipeline he is. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't heard nothing. So I hope we do the best for him. But to portray what he's trying to do, because he almost sounds like damn near Michigan or California, like bounce music type shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I don't think that's the sound for us. I think he's from like Clay Chalkville or something. I don't think that's the sound for us. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Birmingham. Motherfuckers is really doing it. We're really doing it. We're really doing it out there. There's people really out there.
So you're saying like
with $1 million bonds and all type of shit. I don't know. I don't know what other people are doing. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying though. That's what I'm saying, MD. Okay. That ain't even. That's just like a nigga like me in Birmingham. You feel me? So imagine the people actually in shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just me being in Birmingham. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's just me being in Birmingham, moving around. Then I go here to this little small town. I come back. Boom, I'm doing this, doing that, moving this, moving that, selling this, doing that, whatever. And then boom. Now I can tell you all these things. Right. That's just me being in Birmingham, growing up there.
Right.
You feel me?
Right. So you saying like you should like from different spots you've been in, like it's like you from Birmingham, I would know you guys. There's no way you can hide. I've been everywhere. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I would have heard who you are sometime.
Definitely. If you were in Birmingham, you probably knew me. If you were in Indiana at one point in time, because at one point in time I was in Indiana for a while. Me and my cousin, man. Shout out TV The Voice. Shout out TV The Voice. Like 10, 20,000 units in like 3-4 months. So each CD's like $5, $6. Some people gave us 20s and 10s. We blew through that money. But I'm just saying, people know my face, my name. I just have to start to show them exactly what they were looking for. So when shit starts happening, it starts hitting. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So all I'm doing is doing what people already know I do.
Okay.
And this is just something that I love to do. You know what I'm saying? I just have to start showing people. It'll be people like, damn, I know him for woo. It's gonna be a lot of damn, I know him for woo.
Right.
Damn, I know him for woo. Damn, I done lived in a lot of places and I bumped into a lot of different people, a lot of nationalities, a lot of shit. I mean, you gotta be ready for that. So I'm saying, like, you know,
like, cause like Birmingham is like
it's just crazy.
Yeah, Birmingham is like your armor and your sword type of thing. Like you can step on any battlefield in any city, you just got your armor.
Exactly.
You feel like I can
Exactly.
survive in this motherfucker, man, because I got my armor.
Exactly.
Right. I got you.
That's exactly how I feel about Birmingham, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a place that hardens you in order to, in a way, desensitize you from the bullshit that's already out there. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I see Birmingham. You know what I mean? So even when I say watch yourself again, just to loop that back around,
right?
It's still the shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So when I said watch yourself, it wasn't necessarily, you can take it as that, and you can take what I'm saying even as a negative. But if you take it as a negative, negatives make pictures. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I'm only trying to paint the picture for you to make you understand what you're stepping into.
Right.
You can have fun all in it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
But you have to have the honesty though, too.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah, man.
So negatives make a picture, bro. So what are you telling me? You know, not to you, but to a person that is trying to tell me, whoopty whoop. Like, what are you telling me? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Person is trying to prove something. I don't have to prove anything.
Right.
My city's proving everything to me. I don't have to prove. I don't. You know what I mean? My city's proving everything to me. I prove shit to my city because I came out of it.
Right.
And I'm good.
And you survived.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm good.
Right.
That's how I see it. And I can represent it because I'm good. And I'm not going to misrepresent it. I'm not going to make it look funny. I'm not going to be on some other shit, some weird shit. What the fuck is he on? That don't sound like that shit. I'm going to make sure it's exactly what that is. Put people on from my city, different artists, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. And I got shit in the works like that as well, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I mean? I got all type of shit, man. I got all type of shit going on, but that's because of Birmingham.
Right. I got another question.
I keep saying that because this is your first interview about it. Right. Somebody should know that somebody is just as serious about the next city, just like a motherfucker love New York, love Philadelphia.
Right.
I love Birmingham. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Just like a motherfucker love Los Angeles. I love Dallas. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I love Birmingham, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
Right.
That's what's going on.
But you got to rep like that. You know what I'm saying? Because no matter where you go in the world, it's in you. Like, you know what I mean? It's just going to be in you. It's just a part of your soul, a part of who you are and shit. So you can't be nothing but that. You know what I'm saying? You can grow and be better, but that's like the foundation. Like, you know what I mean?
That's the foundation. Right. Yeah. Always the foundation, bro.
Right. So let me ask you this. And with things going on in the house, things going on in the environment, at what age range did you start experimenting with the music? Did it start with music or did it start with another art and lead up to music? Like, did it start as poetry and then it get to the music? So,
my bad, bro.
No, go ahead.
It started when I was 5.
Okay.
And I did shows first, right?
At 5,
okay. Some like Bow Wow shit, like I did shows first. You know what I'm saying? With models. So I was already around models, beautiful women, people drinking, grown ass people. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Back in the day, like 97 now.
Okay.
I'm performing.
Okay.
At 5. I'm in the studio at 5 and shit.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm fucking with affiliates. I forgot his name. His name's Skull something. One of the niggas fucking with Master P and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Skullduggery?
I'm rewinding back 5, right? Right. This is all my mama for. My mama used to do this shit. She used to perform in Cuba and all this shit, right? All this shit, right? Okay, so boom, right? At 5, I'm in the studio at 5. At the age of 9, I saw a nigga get shot. You know what I'm saying? I was rapping to myself at 5.
Right.
Now, at age of 9, I saw a nigga get shot, and then I had to start rapping for people. Famous line, Badunka Dumpa Zuka, everybody laughed, was chilling and shit. You know, I just bust out and started rapping 4 lines. After the last line was like, and she got a big butt. I call her Badunka Dumpa Zuka. You know what I mean? I was young as hell, though. I said, Badunka Dumpa Zuka. That's a big-ass word for like an 8 and 9-year-old rapping and shit. So, boom, right, everybody laughing and shit. Whoa. I'm like, oh, shit, reaction. So I started writing this shit every now and again, but most of the time, I would freestyle from the ages of 9 to 15. So really from the ages of 5 to 15, I was freestyling. Right. See what I'm saying? So the first half of me even perfecting the craft was no paper. And then by the ages of about 14, 15, my cousin, he would start getting deep in beats and shit.
Okay.
So, like I said, around this time, I've been performing, doing this. I stopped performing for a little while because I started playing sports and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I still was writing, rapping, doing shit. Ain't nobody really know. You feel me? Then by the age of 15, 16, and shit, I started writing and freestyling, but I started writing more. You know what I mean?
I got a question. Hold on, wait. I got a question. When you was doing, okay, I got two questions. Was the guy Skullduggery from Master P? I remember Skullduggery from Master P. I don't know if that's right. I remember that. I was wondering if he was like.
He had a song on the radio. My mama was fucking with him, man. He was driving a plain ass all black Impala. That's all I remember. And I got in the back seat. They were smoking loud ass weed. I was young as hell, bro. I was like 10, 11, bro.
Damn.
12 type shit.
Right.
I got in the back seat. My mama was like rap for him. Shit. I just was smiling like I don't even know who this is. Like you know what I'm saying? Little did I know he one of them niggas. He was called something, bro.
If you said Master P,
in the car with my mama type shit.
Skullduggery's with Master P. I mean? Okay. And another thing I wanted to ask you was,
what's up?
When you was doing the rap and everything, what musical influences was around? What was you listening to help you get into it?
DMX.
Okay. DMX.
Michael Jackson.
All right. Got some MJ. Okay.
DMX, Michael Jackson, Jay-Z.
Okay.
Who else, man? It's that white chick who sound like a black girl, bro. Not Mariah Carey, the other one, the older one.
Lisa Fisher.
I think cause she sound black. She white though.
White girl
she sound black. That
one. Christina Aguilera. I know she sound
kind of. I think so. But she, you know what I'm talking about, bro.
I think I know.
I grew up off her. I grew up off Sade. Lil Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
The Hot Boys, Juvenile, A-Ball.
A-Ball and JG.
UGK,
Okay.
3-6 Mafia. The old ass, like the Rick Ross.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Plies, when he came out with all that real shit, the realest, you know what I'm saying? When he came out with that real series,
I forgot the name.
I grew up off a lot of different music at different times.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I can't necessarily say this is my favorite artist.
Right.
But during this year, during 1 year, Plies is my favorite artist.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying? But it was like, that was that year.
Right.
And I'm from the South, and I was just subconsciously supporting the South, and it was like, you know what I mean? But I think when the realest came out, I was probably fucking with it. But you know what I mean? Like certain time frames and shit. Like even Soulja Boy had a time where he took over, and I was fucking with him.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean? All this shit he been talking about. So like certain times though. You know what I'm saying? Obviously the Wayne, the Tip. Even Lil Scrappy, you know what I'm saying? Even though he on some weird shit. Bobby Valentino, even though he on some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. I grew up on a lot of different things. I just feel like I took a lot of it in, and I soaked it. I started being a student of the game rather than being just looking. Instead of having an outlook, I started looking into. And then when I started doing that, I started studying it and noticing when niggas was the Jadakiss, Styles P, Lupe Fiasco, you see what I'm saying? Common, Kanye West before pre-Trump. You see what I'm saying? Kanye West pre-Trump.
Pre-Trump, right.
Real shit.
Yeah,
so it's a lot. It's a Pusha T. It's a lot of motherfucking rappers who I respect, and then it gets deeper into what do I respect them for? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like I respect Tip for the hustle.
Right.
I respect Wayne for the bars. I respect Jay for the knowledge. You see what I'm saying? So each person gave me something to respect in order to put me in this position to have examples and to look at it like that. You see what I'm saying?
That's smooth.
I am. This fucking Fergie had an influence on me. You know, I like her. You know what I'm saying? Hell, Carla Rae Jepsen. You know what I'm saying? I listen to, that's later. You know what I'm saying? Like pop music and shit. When I started listening to it later on in life, but like really, really deep hip hop. Yeah, man. Naughty by Nature. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then R&B, like, you know, pre-R. Kelly, pre-P. R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? And then you got Jagged Edge. You know what I'm saying? Jermaine Dupri, Lil Bow Wow,
Right.
The Brat. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, even a lot of female artists, too. Shout out to all the female artists. I'm going to start collabing with them, too. Like, they had a surge in the last 4 or 5 years. I'm just throwing that out there. Shout out to all the female artists. Y'all doing y'all thing. You know what I mean? I can't even name them all. Y'all beautiful. Keep doing that shit. But, like, all these different people, Aaliyah, you know what I'm saying? Fucking Timberland. I've had influences by producers as well.
Right.
Ninth Wonder. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Nice one. A lot of people don't give him the props.
DJ Mustard, Polo the Gun, like all these people, man, had influences on me.
Yeah, and whatever happened to now that you mentioned Polo the Gun, man, he was watching with the rich.
That's what I'm saying.
What happened to dude, man?
Man, I be asking myself the same thing.
What the fuck happened to dude, man? Yeah, that's
DJ Mustard run to me.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, but those people, even though, and again, right, those people that the people might forget, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those are the people that had influence on me because I can go back to them. The nigga who made that song, This is the way I live.
Oh, yeah.
Still pushing Big Wheel.
Yeah.
That song.
Yeah,
You know
who
what
sang
I'm
that?
saying?
Yeah.
I'm not on copyright to that song. But that song, you see what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So, like, all that shit, bro. The video was raw. He had hella crawfish in it. I think his name was Baby Prince. I'm not for sure. That's what the greatest stuff, but
right.
That one song, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna let up. No, I ain't gonna shut up. No, I ain't gonna give up. And I ain't gonna let up.
Right.
Like, that song, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of songs that people forget that I still remember that I didn't ever want to redo or shout them out in the bar, or it just influences me how I rap, or how they video look. I might even do that, give them an honorable mention within the video. A lot of people don't know that that's what the art is. And nothing's new under the sun, so use everything under the sun anyway to get brighter. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's not about all that bullshit everybody on. It's just how people is doing it and how they portraying it. You see what I'm saying?
I got
that's
you.
all it is, bro.
I definitely got it, because when you start naming all the artists, it's kind of like in the South, it's like the gumbo, right? You know what I'm saying? You just putting all the different stuff up in it. That shit tastes good as hell, right? You just got all different flavors in that joint. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, bro.
Yeah. I can feel you now,
bro.
That's what's happening. So let me see. We fast forward, like, okay, so even though you start off young, right? You start off learning stuff. You still got to go through your puberty stage, right? We got like 14, 15, high school, right? So does things like change and amp up with the music and how you are as a person, or are you more chill, or do you just like go higher?
Okay, so what happened was, after I was performing and did that, I decided to do football.
Okay. What position?
Football.
What position?
Or from 5th grade, maybe the 10th grade,
okay,
all the way to about 8th, 9th grade.
Okay.
I started playing sports around 9th to 10th grade, and I started back doing music heavily.
Okay.
So during high school, it was a transitional stage for me. And then during high school, I went to 3 different high schools, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
In 3 different states. Yeah. So I went to from high school. I moved when I was 17, or I was 16 going on 17 damn near.
Right.
Because when I moved to Joliet Central, I moved to Joliet, which is damn near like 45 minutes from Chicago. So I moved to Joliet. That shit rough, bro. Sherman Street, shout out Sherman Street. That shit rough, nigga. Sherman Street, nigga. I wish you just understand the emphasis of what I'm saying, man. Bro, man, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know, man, listen, whatever. So, boom, right?
Right.
I live on Sherman, you feel me?
Right.
Joliet, you know what I'm saying? Boom, chilling there. I go to Joliet Central Culture Shop because I just went from a school with 500 kids, right? 498 of them black, 1 Chinese and 1 white. You see what I'm saying? So everybody black, right? I go to a school, Joliet Central. That shit go from 500 to 5,000 kids.
Damn.
And most of these motherfuckers is white. You know what I'm saying? Mexican. I'm like, what the fuck, nigga? So it fucked me up, but it made me quickly adapt. Birmingham made me say, okay, nigga, you see all this shit going on. You already know what to do. Go ahead and get cool with the teachers and the people who handle the shit in the background. Don't even worry about none of these kids. All these motherfuckers look weird. They look lame weird. You know what I mean?
Right. You still there?
It looked lame.
Okay,
It looked lame. Yeah, I'm still there, bro.
Okay.
It looked lame, weird, all that. You know what I mean? So boom, I just do that. Continue to play my sports. I end up getting into fights. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I had a bad mouth, so I ended up getting into fights. All type of shit, man. At one point, when I was younger, my mama she transferred me from a public school to like a type of private school. I had to wear a tie. It was a Christian school. I think it was called Cornerstone.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Man, I'm bad. I was gonna die there, man. I don't even want to get into that. So I played this bitch up too. I was bad, but I was good though. I always had good grades, man. So it was just a transitional stage for me. You know what I mean? And the reason why we moved too is, like I said, bro, during the times of all this going on, me being bad at school, but good grades and all this shit, you know, my mom and them at the crib still tripping, drinking and shit. You know what I mean? There's still good times going on at the crib. You know, people come around, play cards, play the game and shit like that. You know what I mean? When like 2K fucking 10 was hot type shit. 2K9, you know what I mean? Was hot and shit. Like that time, motherfuckers still come through, play cards, do whatever. That was all still going on. So I'm going to transitional stage. Then we moved. Now I'm up north. This is my first time up north. It's my first time damn near seeing a lot of snow multiple times in one day. And the only time I seen snow was we made snow cones and everything in Birmingham, nigga. We was excited as hell. We like, what is this white shit coming down, nigga? We ain't never seen this shit, nigga. Boom, right? Real shit. That's real talk. I moved up north, got used to snow, all that shit. So, like I said, culture shock, boom, got in the fights, boom. You know what I mean? Niggas is hating on me because I'm just hopping on little females. They don't know me, so I'm, you know what I mean? I'm foreign. I'm almost foreign to them. My brain was a lot more heavier too, so I was getting a lot of hate and a lot of love at the same time. You know what I mean?
You got an accent. You had an accent too.
Central, had friends there. Boom, moved to North Central, which is in Indianapolis, Indiana. You feel what I'm saying? Okay. And then, you know, same shit happened there. Females fucking with me, the niggas hating on me. You know what I mean? So I always feel like I was destined to kind of be somewhere because I always had that happen and somebody always not feeling the way about me, even if I ain't doing nothing. I'm just me. So I always felt like I was ready for some shit anyway.
Definitely. No, the girl's gonna be on you because you talk different. You look different. You act different and shit.
That's the reason why. You know, and I had waves and shit back then. I'm bald now. But I had waves and shit back then. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Heavy waves. They was feeling on my head and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm bald as fuck now. I'm bald as Mr. Clean, but I had waves back then, so it was just all about that, bro. It was just all about, you know what I mean, getting it done, getting my work done, hopping on the females, seeing if they hold their homework. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That was all I was on, bro. Trying to chill.
Right. So when you was going from high school to high school, what did the music do? Did the music? Okay, let's go like this. Did the music influences change from the people that you said? You know what I mean? So it changed in high school.
In high school, I started writing way more. Okay. Specifically at the age of 16, the pivotal point in my life, I started to just rhyme for niggas in the streets on the corner and shit. Okay. Time to time.
What did that feel like? Wait. What did that feel like? What did it feel like instead of being on the stage, actually rhyming on a block? You know what I mean? What did that feel like with just people around?
It made me appreciate the art.
Okay.
It made me appreciate the art. It made me realize where it came from. It made me realize that people still appreciate where it comes from. And it made me realize it's still alive. Actual rapping still alive. There's people on the corner sometimes that don't know me that stop, say, hey, it was nice. I had people tip me, just got me rapping on the corner, and it's just me and my niggas. Right. It'll just be what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because how you said how Nas and said like hip hop is dead and all that. Hip hop ain't never been close to dead, probably. You know what I'm saying?
No. Hip hop will never be dead, man.
Right.
Hip hop will never be dead. Shout out to Nas. You know what I mean? Love Nas to death. But that's to that specific statement a middle finger. You know what I mean? Right. I feel like, and I honestly feel like he wanted young niggas like me to say that, to do that, to be ignorant about that, because he wanted us to feel a way about hip hop being dead, coming from him. Like that statement coming from him is meaningful. So we feel a way about it. If somebody else said that, it's like Lil B dropped an album called Hip Hop is Dead. We wouldn't really. You know what I'm saying? Right. But Nas said it. You see what I'm saying?
Be
Not
like,
to say
holy
Luffy
shit,
doesn't have
yeah.
influence, but I'm saying, you see what I'm saying, right?
Right, I got you.
Nah, I said hip hop is dead. That means something.
That's like a legend. That's like the
Hip-hop.
scholar of hip hop. If he's saying that shit, there must be a problem though. Like,
Right,
yeah, I mean, he got one of the building blocks. He
You
like
can't
the
deny that.
yeah.
Right, you can't deny that, bro. You can't deny that statement from Nas. Something's wrong. He was just basically saying something's wrong, and he putting pressure and emphasis on something's wrong. And then went from something's wrong to hip.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He was just saying something wrong. Somebody fix it. I'm going to say it. Fucking hip hop is dead. Somebody fix it.
Okay. Now I gotta ask you this question. Now you said you was in the studio at 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now and then when you get older, what is the feeling like when you get older now? Because at 5 is a little bit different. You really don't know significance of stuff pretty much as you would probably 10, 15 years down the line, right? So you're looking at 10 years and some change down the line. So when you step into the studio to do like your first fucking song, like what did that feel like? Like your first song recording it?
In an actual studio, the song was actually called Hunger for Some More.
Okay. Hunger for Some More.
15, 16.
Okay.
First time actually writing, like serious.
Mm-hmm.
So this, my first song was when I actually started writing, which is funny.
Okay.
So like, you know, that being my first experience, like, my main problem was my breathing.
Okay.
I had to focus on my breathing for some years. Now I got better with it, but me personally, I was always my worst critic. So now I feel like I'm pretty good with my breathing, but still need to get better. But breathing was my problem. So when I stepped in there, I automatically figured out breathing was my problem. I'm a loud motherfucker. I'm not sure what I need to be. So if I could control it, maybe. My only problem was calming. My only problem was like calming down. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It never was, I was talking too low or this and that. It was just like, you need to calm down and focus it more on, you know what I'm saying? Focus your vocals more. And you need to just be able to get your breathing right because you're running out of breath.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know, and I wouldn't rap it how I would rap around niggas, you know what I'm saying? Snap, you get everything right.
Right.
You know, you don't rap like that in the studio when it's actually pressing record.
Right.
I had to catch that moment of with my niggas moment and put it in the studio. And then once I got more of that, boom, it became now I do music. You know what I'm saying? So it was a beautiful situation in itself because it put pressure on me, and like I said, it made me appreciate art. So that's exactly what I'm doing.
Okay. So let me ask you this. So when you look at your music and having that many influences and everything like that, if somebody asks, like I'm asking you, could you describe like your style of music? Like if it had a certain style and your delivery, how would you describe it?
Style. I really don't like this question, but I'm gonna answer it anyway.
Okay.
Because I feel like the only reason why I feel like that is because it puts me in a box.
Okay.
But I'm gonna answer it anyway.
Okay.
The humor.
Well, it could be styles. It could be plural. Like a ninja. Okay. Like a ninja have multiple styles. A sensei master have multiple styles.
Good.
You see what I'm saying?
Appreciate.
Cool. See what I'm saying?
Okay, so I've gotten people say I sound like I said, Wayne.
Okay.
I've had people say I sound like Drake. I've had people say I sound like Wiz Khalifa.
Okay.
I've had people say I sound like Travis Scott. I've had people say I sound like DMX. I've had people say I sound like ODB.
Okay.
I've had people say I sound like a PNB rock type dude.
Okay.
So I would say that I'm a harmonic, melodic, versatile person.
Okay.
But I can also just literally raw rap as well.
Okay.
So it's kind of a rap pop type deal. But don't get it twisted because I can still, you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, I'm gonna come out with a song that everybody can feel.
Right.
And everybody can actually do or something like that. Like it's going to be a massive, effective, impactful song.
Okay.
But, you know, if you really want me to go there with you, I can, and I love doing that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I always want to, you know, I honestly want to make it seem like you can fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? When really you probably can't.
Right.
You know,
Right.
And that's for the masters of rappers because it has to bring the competition up. I have to bring the competition up. That's what I'm about to do. That's what I'm doing now.
Okay.
I have things released now and everything now, right now, you know. But you know, yeah, that is my definite focus. That is what I'm on. That's what I'm on. I'm on straight bullshit with the rap game. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But sometimes you gotta be that.
Bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Long story short, you know what I mean? But
yeah. Sometimes you have to be that though, because you gotta, it's just like in hip hop, man. You gotta set that bar higher and higher. You know what I mean? You just can't you just can't have to be it on a certain level. Kind of like how Jordan was set a bar higher. Now everybody want to chase Jordan. Like, you know what I mean? You just keep setting the bar higher and higher and stuff, and you just get better and better. You know what I'm saying? Like that. That's important in hip hop. Because what if everybody was just, just regular, and you just accepted a regular? The art has to evolve. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna change the world. You know what I'm saying? For real, like that. So, do you have any inspiration as to what makes you write like more quality stuff? Like, you know what I mean? Is it because the hip hop music, like the lyrics now, are not that good, so you'll be like, hey, I'm gonna make some tighter shit? Or is it because the culture's a certain way that you feel like you want to make it better? Like, what makes you write and perform the above average that's going on right now?
Both of those points you just said. On top of that, the culture, these niggas suck. They suck ass. I'm about to drop mixtapes and steal all their beats and smash them hoes, and I rap way better than these niggas. I'm about to steal all your fans, give me all your bitches. I'm gonna take your concert money and all that. The reason why these curly fried hair ass motherfuckers is not gonna get no more money when I come in the game. The reason is because, motherfucker, I get inspired every day when I wake up because I'm black in America and I'm still living. God damn it, if these niggas don't stop doing music, I ain't gonna stop doing music. God damn it, because you got me fucked up. Y'all fucking up the game. You will fuck up. All fucks. You know what I'm saying? Yes, this is an explicit interview. I apologize.
No, man. Say what the fuck you feel. It is what it is.
Maker his pie have issues. I like this. You know what I'm saying? This is my fucking reason. He asked me this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm pissed off. You know what I mean? I really am. And the inspiration also comes from family. You know what I mean? The hustle, just the grind, the vision that I have, fucking with y'all. You know what I mean? Y'all got shit going on. I want to have shit going on. I have things going on. So I really want to continue to build an image and a brand and a legacy and just something to talk about. You know what I'm saying? In the everyday conversation. Just to switch up the conversation, talk about something else, talk about Bolo, or talk about what he's doing, or something that I'm doing, or an organization that I'm dealing with, or the affiliates I'm dealing with. So just switch up the conversation a little bit, because the conversation nowadays is probably going to be boring and tedious and redundant. You know what I mean? So I just feel like it needs a refresh button. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's basically what I'm on, man. It's real shit, and all that, like I said, is straight bullshit.
Right, because
that's what they on. That's what they showing me. You know what I'm saying, MD? So I'm gonna get that to them in my way, in my sense, and also be on some real shit. You know what I mean? Because I just like to have fun too. And I also want to show character. My inspiration is to show character. You know what I'm saying? My inspiration comes from showing character and like building on that every day. You know what I'm saying? So it just comes from everyday actions, from the little to the medium to the big. You know what I'm saying? So that's, inspiration comes from everywhere. It comes from everywhere. You know what I mean? It's funny, being sad, happy, painful, joyful, you know what I mean? So inspiration comes from when I wake up in the morning, basically. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Right, because you have to, because when I listen to your passion about it, like the people and listeners have to understand, like when you fall in love with hip hop and you love hip hop, your inspiration, music influences are legends. Right? So that's what you grew up on. You grew up when it's the purest and the realest and the rawest. So this is what you condition yourself. Then when you step in and they like all featherweights and soft and wearing like purses almost damn near and shit and all that other weird shit, you like, man, fuck that shit. This is not what I got in this for. Y'all not about to kill my dream like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? With that weirdness. I'm about to.
Man. Like, come on, man. Like, nah, man. Like, man, listen, man. I just want a PSA, man. No. You know what I mean? No.
Right.
Impossible. You know what I'm saying? Fucking joking.
Right.
That's for clicks. It's clickbait shit. You clickbaiting. You know what I'm saying? You bullshitting, man. You
Right.
fucking clickbaiting, you bullshitting, yo. So, you know, one thing I can say to MD, because I don't want to elaborate and call out names and stuff, because I already been called out names. I feel like, you know, when I get sicker, they're going to get this interview and chop it up anyway. So, like, it's like, and you probably going to be the only one to get the interviews. You know what I'm saying? For real, I'm going to call you when I feel like venting. For real. So,
Right.
like, for real, because I'm finna be on some shit. My song's doing good, all this shit, bro. Everything's positive right now. But, like, it's all good energy, you know what I'm saying? Positive energy. But I'm saying, man, I'm about to cry because these motherfuckers out here wearing purses, man.
Yeah, man.
And it's, my achy breaking heart, MD. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Shit
right,
crazy, man.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
You a real one because I have died calls and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I got shit to do. But I got this is what I'm doing though. This is what I love. You know what I'm saying? MD, this real shit, like, this is what I love to do. For real, man, you getting exclusive interviews because I'm about to be doing this and that, man.
Right,
I'm about to be real important real soon. And you're going to still be getting interviews and shit. You
Thanks,
know what I mean?
man.
So
I appreciate that,
it's
man.
like, when I, bro, the game is fucked up. When niggas is wearing purses and they dropping songs, it's fucked up, MD. You know it's fucked up, man. I mean, okay, listen, man, I ain't got no kids, man.
Right.
And I don't want none right now.
Right.
Because music, politicians, sex, money, drugs run the world.
There you go.
This is real shit. Listen, harsh reality. Child trafficking is real, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, and they be like, what's the correlation with purses and child trafficking?
Yeah.
Nigga, they're making these niggas sweet. You make them sweet, they get them kidnapped.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You make them sweet, they start venturing off doing other shit. If you open up a door, another door opens up. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A motherfucker will get fucked up, bro. Fucked up, bro.
Right.
Cause it's fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
The world sets people up to be soft.
Yeah.
Now we fall for anything. Now we do anything. Now we are anything.
Yeah.
That's my point. So now, nigga, purses and child trafficking got something to do with each other.
Yeah.
It's just all. You making me too. It's just too much going on. Too many going on. You got me fucked up. I'm not worried about child trafficking. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When I think about purses, and these rappers wear purses.
Yeah, man.
Just be like, damn, the kids, man. That's the kids.
Yeah.
They trying to make the kids fucked up. Just go and do whatever. Piper the kids, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The nigga with the flute, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, Piper. Yeah.
Yeah. Flew off.
Yeah. That's what R. Kelly used to call himself.
That's what they doing. That's why these persons. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
you know.
man.
I just think differently. I don't know if it even makes sense to the listeners, consumers, but I hope they get what I'm saying.
No, they understand that. They see it. They see it out there. And I know a lot of them is like, you know, people want to go with the trend, but they know in their heart, man, that motherfucker should not be wearing no purse. That is a grown ass man. That's
come on, man.
You know,
come on. Ass man,
that
bro.
man wearing a purse, dog. Saying it's a handbag or some other shit.
You're becoming a bit of a hip-hop historian. You're a hip-hop historian, so if no, bro. And we just know. You see what I'm saying? Just no. We ain't gonna accept it. And I also want to be a committee. I want to be the person who has power in hip hop and rap to say no. Yeah. So when I get that, I'm definitely doing that. But for right now, I'm just gonna be a nigga who sound like he hating on niggas who wear purses.
Yeah. No, not necessarily, not to the real people though. Maybe to the motherfuckers who on that bullshit. But there is, like how you said, like there's still people out there that appreciate real fucking hip hop. There's people out there that appreciate real motherfucking bars, analogies, and metaphors, and all the storytelling. Like, there's people out there that really appreciate that. And sometimes it take a motherfucker to be like, man, fuck y'all. Because it's about your manhood, right? You can't be sold and shit. You can't turn me into no fucking girl, man. What the fuck is going on, dog? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so some people have to set up and be like, no, I'm not about to be the one on that. And all you motherfuckers that's doing that shit, I'm going to tell you about yourself because you don't need to be doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what y'all got going on and shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? So somebody has to say something, man. Somebody got to stand up and say that shit, man. For real. Right. And only people that love the culture that degree is going to say something. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I mean? It's like I said, like, just like you listen to DMX and Jay-Z and Sade and all that. And look, like, you know what I mean? It's like legends and shit where, you know, dudes wasn't soft, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm not listening to normal shit.
and even pop shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not listening to normal shit. Adele appealed to me for some reason.
Right.
I'm not listening to normal shit. I try to listen to local like rock artists and shit in different states, Arkansas, Baltimore, shit like that. I'm not really fond of trying to trap myself into what the listening to is now. I'm trying to catch on what's gonna be later, but now.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like I have 2 female artists who I feel like are gonna blow the fuck up for some reason, and I just bumped into them. You know what I mean? One from Atlanta, one from Birmingham. Right. It's like I'm telling you, bro. It's more to it than just whatever they putting out there. You know what I mean? It's way more, man. It's way more. It's way more. Whatever they got you looking at, it ain't even that, Joe. Nah, I said, if you all female artists, hats off to them. Whatever y'all did, man. I don't even give a fuck. We own, y'all own, keep doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Females get your money, but I'm talking about the bullshit and, you know what I mean, right now. I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Hip-hop historians, there's female artists who are Missy Elliott. Missy Elliott. Like, bro, you can't do it, bro. No. No, bro. Missy Elliott, bro. Bro. Don't come in there with me with that bullshit, bro. No, bro. I listen to Missy Elliott, bro. No, you're not finna come at me. No, bro. No.
Yeah, Miss Original. That's all original, Missy Elliott. Missy Elliott, like all original, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't even really compare her to nobody, really.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. She her own artist.
Right. You can't say like she sound like somebody else, though. Like you can't do that ever. You'd be lying, though. You'd be like really though. Like all them artists was original like that, man. They had their own like they shit and everything. You know what I'm saying? But that's what's up, though. So this is what I'm gonna ask you. This year it's the summertime, 2019. Like what projects you got going on, and what projects you getting ready to come out with that the listeners need to know?
Okay, so this is my favorite part of the interview.
There you go.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? Well, okay, so special announcement. This fucking interview is going stream the fuck out of, right? Okay, but other than this actual interview, I have a song out right now. Blue Strips, doing, you know what I'm saying, very well. I just dropped it like yesterday. I think that in a couple of weeks it probably should have about 5, maybe 10,000 streams. So I'm gonna end up in that. Don't want to really put numbers on it, but I'm just kind of trying to see where it's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then with the help of y'all pushing it overseas, you know, it should just shoot the fuck up there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking like this to you, man, because like I said, bro, you're gonna be getting exclusive interviews. You know what I'm saying? Like shit I've been doing and everything, bro. I'm trying to choose like the personal barber and the personal interviewer. You know what I'm saying? Right. So yeah, man. Like I got the Blue Strips joint. I got it. It's everywhere, bro. When I say everywhere, Amazon, YouTube, you can Shazam that motherfucker. You can ask Siri for that motherfucker. Deezer, it's in France. It's our man, bro. I'm telling you, it's everywhere. They ain't shit, whatever the fuck that shit. It's everywhere and out now. I have a song. It's hot as fuck on Audio Mac. I'm finna start pushing that stuff. I also got another song, Trey Bolo, You. That song is a bit older, but I gotta, you know, drop a video for it. I have a lot of projects. I have a mixtape coming out actually. Everybody check out my Silver Rain series. I already dropped 3 mixtapes. I did some legendary shit. I felt like I dropped 3 mixtapes in like a month. You know what I'm saying? And then I got robbed, yo. I dropped 3 mixtapes in a month and I got robbed. And dude was doing music, so I felt like he was trying to rob me to try to stop me from doing my music. You feel me? And then like 2 or 3 weeks later, he got popped. You feel me? By the police and shit. You feel me? I knew the dispatch and shit. No further questions.
Right, I got you.
But like, you feel me? The type of nigga I am, I knew that every time I did something, people hated on me. So I needed to keep doing it because I was doing something right. Because you're not doing nothing right if you don't have haters. It's what my OGs taught me. So everybody taught me. So I'm just trying to take that into effect. So check out SR4 is coming, but I got installments like Birmingham artists in there. I'm trying to do more collaborations with my city and like on the outskirts of my city. I should be hitting Ohio with some merch soon. I should be coming down to y'all. I want to do some short films with y'all. I'm trying to co-direct. You know, Alicia had called me, and she was, we was just talking one day about the website and shit or whatever, and then he ended up talking about what y'all doing down there too, and I was like, shit, I get a co-direct, really, that's what I really want to do, because I be having ideas and stuff,
Right.
or whatever, so do that with y'all. I'm trying to go to goddamn California, and I need to be eventually going overseas within like the next year or two.
UK.
So right now, bro,
The UK. Paris.
Yeah, the UK, man, the UK. I need to, my plan is to go to Germany. Yeah, the UK, bro. United Kingdom. It's a Birmingham in there. You know what I'm saying? Birmingham over there. So.
Yeah. And they got them British pounds, man. It's high. You need to have some Queen Elizabeth on your money, man.
Right. And it's worth more.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's what's happening. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to let the people know like where to find you at on social media, and to give your final words to the people about, you know, who you are, what to expect. It's just on you right now.
Okay, so TRABOLO, right?
Mm-hmm.
A stage name for Birmingham, Alabama. Right now, I got a new song out, Blue Strips. Just got done doing this interview. Headed to Ohio, Florida. After that, I may hit Kentucky, and then go back to Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
You can reach me Instagram, TRA_BOLO. My Snapchat, TRAY_BOLO. Or again, just type in my name, TRABOLO.
Okay.
It's your boy, the motherfucker out of here. Trainmakers Empire, shots by MD. Hey, listen, if they ain't gonna catch on now, they will later. What can y'all expect from me? Videos, definitely videos and interviews.
Okay.
And you know, a little bit of surprise too. I got a lot of shit going on, applications and stuff like that.
Okay.
But yeah, I get into that later. You know what I mean? Other than that, yeah, bro, I'm just here. I'm solidifying my position in hip hop rap right now, pop, the musical culture as a whole. Because black folks came out with all this shit. Take all this shit back, nigga. It's gonna be eating. It's gonna be good. Black folks came out with everything.
Right.
The whole world. So that's what I want people to leave with. Everything's black. That's what I want to leave with. Everything's black. Bro.
All right. Cool. Everything's black. Cool.
Yeah, bro.
All right. I will talk to you. I definitely talk to you soon. You know, we got to get into another interview and everything like that, man. It's good to finally have you on the Ambition and everything, man. And one more thing. Whoa. One more thing I need to ask you. What is the difference between Birmingham and Montgomery, Alabama?
What's the difference between what?
Birmingham and Montgomery. I stayed in Montgomery for a minute. He's called the Gum. The Trey Fall, right?
They did not like us for some reason, bro. But
okay.
It's cool, though. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
The difference is respect thing.
Respect.
A lot of people feel like Birmingham people disrespect Montgomery people. And then a lot of people feel like when people come from Montgomery to Birmingham, it's the same thing. So people just be having to, choose their battles. You know what I'm saying? With that one. So, because I never got too deep into gangs, I never got too deep into the sides. I just always knew about them because I associated myself with people who was dealing with that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I never really got into the shit. But I always just knew about it. So that's all that was. But yeah, man, it's some dumb shit, really. It's really some dumb shit, honestly. Because I want to bring everybody together. The money to come together. Alabama need to come together. You know what I'm saying? From a motherfucker like Yellow Wolf to a motherfucker like, you know what I'm saying, Amir. You feel me? Or Namir. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Okay, I got you.
That's all, bro.
All right, then, bro. I'll talk to you definitely soon. And let's keep making it happen, man. I'll talk to you soon, all right? Thanks for coming on the Ambition.
I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all giving me the opportunity, man. We're finna blow up all the way up.
That's what's up. Talk to you soon. Love.